Hi, welcome back to Readings and Commentary with Insane Sam. These are readings from history, philosophy, poetry, literature, just anything in the written word I like that I think you might like and I can share with you. Today's reading is Ronal Reagan's famous Mr. Gorbachev, tear down this wall speech. A little background is going to help you out here. In June of 1986, Ronal Reagan and Gorbachev met in Reykjavik, Iceland to negotiate an arms control deal. And Gorby just gave up on practically everything that Ronal Reagan wanted. And everybody was surprised. And it got down to the end of the negotiation, and Gorbachev said, well, you know, I've given you all these concessions, and of course, you guys will give up your Star Wars enterprise, which was a space-based defense system covering the United States. And Reagan said, oh no, we're not going to do that. And he got up and left the meeting. And, you know, nobody had ever done that kind of ballsy thing before, but Reagan sure did. Well, that was in Reykjavik in June of '86. In October '86, Reagan gave this speech in front of the Brandenburg Gate in Berlin. And, you know, the Brandenburg Gate was the biggest example of what the Berlin Wall was, separating East and West, basically communist and free Germany at the time. And I'm not going to give the whole speech, but I'm going to give you the important part that you want to hear. Reagan says, "Behind me stands a wall that encircles the free sectors of this city, part of a vast system of barriers that divides the entire continent of Europe. Standing before the Brandenburg Gate, every man is German, separated from his fellow men. Every man is a Berliner, forced to look upon a scar. As long as this gate is closed, as long as this scar of a wall is permitted to stand, it is not the German question alone that remains open, but the question of freedom for all mankind. Secretary Gorbachev, if you seek peace, if you seek prosperity for the Soviet Union and Eastern Europe, if you seek liberalization, come here to this gate. Mr. Gorbachev, open this gate. Mr. Gorbachev, tear down this wall." That was gutsy stuff in those days, and his State Department advisors told Reagan not to say those words, but he did. And 2 months later, in December of '87, Gorbachev and Reagan signed that arms control treaty that they'd been negotiating on very favorable terms to the United States. So that's today's reading. Do me a favor, press the subscribe button right now, tell your friends to subscribe, and with that, Insane Sam out.